started with the Montgomery County Goat Show in about a few minutes. If you want to bring all your Bordeaux's, all Bordeaux classes to holding pins, please. It's like air conditioned right here, kind of. It's ridiculous. Like, I wish I could just announce from right here. Sorry, I'm being lazy. I'll just put it on the back of this one. Or do you want to put it on the back? Do you have time? Like before it starts? Okay. You just put it on the ears. Okay. Put it on the back. Why don't you just tell it to me? That'll be faster.
And then when do they don't come together to the very end then?
Till right there, and then there's an other, and then there's an overall.
Okay. Some three, and then there's another.
Hey, welcome to the 2023 Montgomery County Fair Goat Show. Our superintendents are Don Nippert and Tanner Allensworth. Our ring help today is Alec Thomas. And
Our judge is Ben Booth from Manning, Iowa. We'll go ahead and get started with Class 1 Junior Bordeaux under 5 months. Junior Bordeaux under 5 months. We have 2 exhibitors in this class, AJ Beeson and Tyler Beeson. Come on out to the ring. On standby, we need Class 2, that's 6 months to 1 year. That's Chloe Bruce and Colin Jacobs. So please be ready, Class 2, Chloe Bruce and Colin Jacobs. And again, this is our breeding goats, Junior Bordeaux class under 5 months.
So we bring out our first 2 here for our doe show in the junior does. There's a little bit of give and take between the 2. They're different styles, different types. I prefer the black-headed Cape doe here on the end. One that's a little more feminine in her type, a little longer necked, and really transitions down through that shoulder. I think where she excels maybe is in that rear 1/3 into her back leg in comparison to the 1 and 2. The 1 and 2 here, the dappled up one, really like that color splash, really eye-catching. She is probably a little bit wider constructed compared to the 1 in first, but she gets a little bit shorter necked, maybe doesn't connect up through that shoulder as well, maybe a little more opened up in that front shoulder, a little bit straighter in her joints, and doesn't quite transition quite as well throughout her body. So that's the way I like them today. Thank you for bringing them out here today, and we look forward to a great doe show here.
Ribbon. Congratulations, Class 1, Junior Bordeaux, under 5 months, receiving first place and a purple. AJ Beeson receiving second place and a purple. Tyler Beeson. We'll bring Chloe Bruce and Colin Jacobs, Junior Bordeaux class, 6 months to 1 year. This is our Junior Bordeaux class, 6 months to 1 year.
Two extremely high quality does here that come out in this class that you can really appreciate, especially from the side. The young ladies really fitted up real nice doe here up front. I'm going to start the class with one that's got a lot of good features about it. When you get your hands on it, it's really impressive, wide racked all the way back through that loin. It keeps a really good top line. One that maybe we'd like to change just a little bit, maybe make it look just a little bit taller fronted and a little bit longer necked. I think that's where the 1 and 2 has the advantage, but this one just is ultra complete, super smooth, really fit up very well for the first place. 1 and 2 here, one that's a lot taller fronted, I think, and she's very good in her own right. She does have some good product up top. When you get your hands on her, transitions pretty well. I would just like to smooth her up a little bit and just kind of change some of her angles just a little bit to make her go up any higher. But really good foot size for this female for how she's looking today. I really appreciate both those does. I like them a great amount. Congratulations, those exhibitors.
Congratulations, first place and a purple to Chloe Bruce, and second place and a purple to Colin Jacobs. That rounds out our 6 months to 1 year junior Bordeaux class. Entering the ring now, our junior Bordeaux 1 to 2 years. We have 3 goats in this class, AJ Beeson and Caden Brousseau with 2 goats.
You can see from ringside we have some different styles and types out here to start out with the class. We're going to start with the young man's really wide constructed doe that he has here. One that obviously has a lot of mass and power and still handles herself really well on the walk. It's sometimes when you get up in these upper weights, you might wonder or question how well they're going to move around that ring, but she does so effortlessly. She looks really good today. And I congratulate that young man for what he's done with her. When we get into two here, we have two that are obviously the same type and kind. I prefer the young lady's doe here that is a little more feminine looking. She's a little more upright up front and tall shouldered. One that has a little more product up top and is probably a little bit wider constructed in comparison to the one that comes here in third. Obviously, the young man's doing a great job with this product or project, and I hope he continues on with this one. One that just gets a little bit little heavier fronted, one that we'd like to make just a little taller shouldered, and pull that one apart for it to move up any higher today. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
Congratulations. First place in a purple to AJ Beeson and Caden Brousseau taking second and third with purples as well. We're now ready for our senior Bordeaux class. That's a doe aging 3 to 5 years. We have one exhibitor in this class, Madison Doyle. After this class is judged, we'll need AJ Beeson with 1997, Chloe Bruce with 2051, AJ Beeson with 1991 from our first three classes.
So we get in here to the senior does, and obviously we have one here that paints a really nice picture from a profile. The young lady is doing an exceptional job with her. I know that when they come into the ring and they need to do their business, sometimes you just got to let them do it and then move on, right? So it happens, and that's okay. One here that obviously has some age on it now, but one that is still really tall-shouldered. You really like that about her. We'd obviously like to have her have a little more product up top, maybe a little more rib shape up top there as well, but one that for her age and being a senior doe is doing really well. So congratulations to this exhibitor.
Congratulations, Maddie, receiving a purple. We'll go ahead and bring our first three classes out. Our under 5 months, AJ Beeson, go 1997. Our 6 months to a year, Chloe Bruce, 2051. Our 1 to 2 years, AJ Beeson, 1991. And our final class, Maddie Doyle, with her senior doe, 3 to 5 years. Our judge will select our champion Bordeaux and reserve champion Bordeaux. Our champion Bordeaux will receive an award sponsored by Allensworth Heating and Cooling. let me know what you want me to do.
Get here down to the drive, and we've seen all of them in class, and we've talked through them a little bit, but I'll just mention a few things about them, some highlights maybe. As we start at the youngest end of the group here with the young man's doe that was brought out, one that's really feminine up through that 1/3, one that maybe we'd like to pull apart a little bit, but one that you can really enjoy the femininity of that one. Nice little sweep to her underline, and I like the head and skull on that one as well. The one that we come out here in that second age division here in the junior division, one that's really put together, one that is obviously highly presented today, really good haired, one that's really big racked and goes into a nice full loin. You like that about her and how she's presented today. Gets around the ring with some ease, and obviously all of them are enjoying this nice weather just like we are today, being a little frisky out here, but I wouldn't have it any other way, that's for sure. Then we get to the upper age of the junior does, and the young guys got one that's a really wide constructed made female, one that's got a super great underline. I really enjoy that about her. That's the type that's going to kick out some really good weathers in the future for that young man, and you get really excited about the future of that one as she becomes a mother. And then we get down here to the aged one here, the senior doe that we're looking at, obviously you can tell she's got a little bit of age on her, but one that still presents herself rather well, still holds up really tall fronted, one that we just like to clean up that chest a little bit, give her a little more product up top, so that she can compete with maybe these younger ones on this end. I'll go out here, I'll select your champion, and we'll get a reserve in.
Congratulations, Chloe Bruce, champion Bordeaux. Chloe's out of class 2, 6 months to 1 year. Our judge will now select our reserve. Congratulations to AJ Beeson. Out of class, our 1 to 2 year junior Bordeaux, he receives reserve champion Bordeaux.
I was watching that goat over there because I thought it was going to hang itself and I got distracted. Sorry. I didn't think anybody was paying attention.
At this time, we'll begin our other breed does class, our breeding does, other breed does. We have 4 goats in this class, 2 exhibited by Cord Nippert, 2 exhibited by Grace Nippert. Bring your goats on into the ring.
we get into our all other breeds here. We're going to start the one that is kind of that more looking one that's the brown-headed one here. She's just the one that's a little bit more elevated up front, one that has a little more product and spread up top as you work your hands down, and one that just kind of progressively gets a little bit wider as we look down her top. When we get into the second one, this is the one that does have a lot of product in her. Maybe not the longest bodied one that we'd like to extend a little bit further up through that front end, and maybe make it just a little bit better on its feet and legs in comparison to the one in first. We get down here to the third place one. I think the young man's doing a really good job of getting that one set up. One that we'd like to pull apart, obviously up top to move her up any further. We get down here to this last place doe, and one just runs out of the availability to really compete on a size and mass point with anything else in the class. Although it's a really nice looking goat, it looks like it's been well taken care of. And I really appreciate those exhibitors bringing those goats out. So congratulations to all those exhibitors. Thank you for bringing them.
We'll now call our champion and reserve Bordeaux back to the ring, Chloe Bruce and AJ Beeson, and our champion other breeding, and we will and reserve.
Who was our second place? Was it okay.
We had Grace Nippert with champion other breeding, Cord Nippert with reserve champion other breeding, and now our judge will select our grand champion overall breeding doe and reserve grand champion overall breeding doe. At the conclusion of this round, we will take a 5-minute break to switch to market and allow exhibitors to take their breeding stock back and get their market.
Look at the champion doe drive out here. I think you can really appreciate the quality that we have out here. And I'm extremely impressed. You can go to a lot of shows and not find some that have the quality that we have out here today. So I really appreciate these exhibitors going out, working with these stock and then bringing them here to the fair, because you could be doing a lot of other things today as a middle school or high school student besides being at the fair, and instead you chose to invest the time and put probably your own money into these projects and decide to be here instead of being somewhere else like at the swimming pool or something like that. But I appreciate you guys all coming out here. I'll go out here, I'll select your champion and get you a reserve.
Congratulations, Chloe Bruce, Grand Champion Breeding Doe. Congratulations, AJ Beeson, Reserve Grand Champion Breeding Doe. At this time, we'll take a 5-minute break. We'll bring all home raised to the pens, please. That's classes 1, 2, and 3 home raised.
Set up shop. Be here the rest of the week, won't you?
Yeah. I had my chair yesterday here, and I didn't sit in it because it was quick enough. And then I had it this morning, but I didn't set it up because that one was really quick.
Yeah.
But when they take a break, it's nice to sit down. I said I took a tree out of some juniper bushes, and it was like a wild volunteer like plum tree, and I had to lob like 60% of it, and my back was just killing me after I did that, so it's not like I can't stand, but I just need a break every once in a while. And tonight, now tonight I'll sit the whole time, but the races are long.
Cord Nippert with 2 goats, Grace Nippert with 2. Please make sure all home-raised market goats are ready. All home-raised market goats in the pen or nearby.
Blue. Start our class here of market goats, and I chose to go with the multicolored goat here that the young man has. One that just has the most product on him. It's plain and simple. Biggest ribbed, most complete, really deep-bodied one. I can enjoy that really about him. I wish he had a little more spread up top. I think that's the one here in second. It's got the most product up in the rack. We just like to extend the one here in second out, make him a little bit deeper bodied in order for him to compete with the one up in first. We get the one here in third, one that is kind of that deeper bodied one, but just needs to have more product up top and going all the way down through that loin. As we get to the one here in fourth, there's the one that just needs more days on feed. It's probably the youngest one out here, at least it's the youngest appearing. It's one that has good body shape. It's just we need to have more time on feed so he can add that muscle on to compete with anything in the class. Congratulations to those exhibitors. Thank you for bringing them out.
First place in that class to Cord Nippert with 8712. Second place in a purple to Cord Nippert, 8694. Third place to Grace Nippert and a blue with 8706. And fourth place in a blue to Grace Nippert with 8703. Congratulations to all of you. We'll bring out our class 2, our show class 2 home raised market goats. We have Grace Nippert, AJ Beeson, Grace Nippert, and Cord Nippert.
Let's start the class here with the young man's white sock goat here that he is by far the most powerful one out here. He's working a lot of shape from that blade all the way back to his hip and down through that lower leg. Has a good handle on him today. Good product, good spread up there. Obviously, he's been a little bit of a handful trying to get him to move, but he's doing a rather good job with him. And when he gets him set up, he looks awfully good from the side. We move into second here, and the young man's goat follows with the most product of the three that are left here. He's doing a really good job. We'd just like to give him a lot more shot of muscle there in his rear 1/3 for him to move up any higher. We move to the one here in third. One that gets a little bit longer from chest to chine and doesn't quite have as much product up in there, although when you get in behind the blade, that weather kind of surprised you a little bit. It has a little more than you think from the side profile. You get on top of that one and you can appreciate the product that it does have. We get down to the one here in third, and that's the one that is probably the least expressive of the muscle. We can enjoy this one on a side profile, maybe a little bit more as it's a little bit narrower from chest to chine, but we'd like to give it a lot more muscle and a lot more power in order for it to move up today. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
Fourth place in the blue to Grace Nippert. Third place in the blue to Grace Nippert. Second place in a purple to Cord Nippert. And first place in that class to AJ Beeson with the purple. Congratulations to that class. We'll bring out class 3. Class 3, home raised market. This rounds out our last class of home raised market. We have 3 goats, 2 exhibitors, AJ Beeson and Tyler Beeson. We will need Cord Nippert, goat 8712 from the first class, and AJ Beeson 1996 from the second class for the championship drive after this class.
Not quite, I swear. I do. That's what. Sorry.
Give them all purples. That's fine. Give them all purples. Toughest class today by far. I really preferred to start here with this young man's powered up one here. It's got the best touch out here today. It's the freshest handling. Is really powerful from stifle to stifle. One that's still elevated in its front chest cavity. I really enjoy that one. When you get him moving and get him stuck on a profile, he looks pretty good. The one here in second is also a nice athletic looking one. One that's got plenty of product up top as well. Maybe doesn't quite have near the power as we get into the rear 1/3 of this sheep, of this goat to move up any higher. We get down to the last one. This is the one that I thought at first when it came in, I thought this was maybe going to be our class winner. Probably disappoints you a little bit. It's a little early maturing. It's probably pushing the threshold a little bit on finish right now, and just a little looser heighted. But one that has an awful lot of product, there's an awful lot of good there. I just like to make him a little bit longer bodied and just trim him up to move him up any higher. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
All exhibitors in that class receiving purple. First place to AJ Beeson with goat 1992, second place with 1993, and third place to Tyler Beeson with goat 1994. We'll bring out all those goats again. First place from the 3 home raised market classes. First place, Cord Nippert, 8712. First place from second class, AJ Beeson, 1996. And third class, first place, AJ Beeson, 1992. Our judge will work to select the champion home-raised market goat and reserve champion home-raised market goat. Our champion home-raised market goat will receive an award sponsored by Nancy Nelson.
Second place out, because I know we had this one and we had that one as the first place, and we had this one that won the first class, so it should be.
All right.
What's okay, 1996. Okay. This is second class. This is second class. First class, second class, and then you have.
Yep, I agree.
You want one and two from the third class.
Oh, they don't have to be out here necessarily.
Okay.
So look at our champion driver of our home raised here. We had out of that first class the young man's tri-colored wether that he brought in, one that you really appreciate that rib shape, has some nice product up top. One that we just said that, we needed to give that one a shot more power there in its legs in order for it to really compete. We moved into the class winner here out of the second class, and this one's that's just kind of smooth, made together one that's tall fronted, and you like the way that its muscle expression is all the way down through that lower leg. And then we have the one out of the heavyweight class here that you really got your hands on this one, and it is fresh, it is wide, your hand just bounces right off that rack, and you really appreciate that when you go in to handle that guy. Really, that's one of the best feelings. You go in there and just feel so fresh, it just bounces right off. But he carries a lot of power, but yet he's got a few extras as well. One that you really appreciate from the side, and that's going to be your champion.
Okay, congratulations, Tyler Beeson, goat 1992 out of class 3.
Reserve.
Yeah, keep up.
Stay there. What? What? Oh, well, sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm trying to get the goats right. The people are hard.
AJ Beeson. Sorry to both of you. At least I didn't call your animal a sheep.
Okay, so that's... All right, sorry, I missed... They were correcting me, so I didn't hear... So
It was the one out of the second class.
Okay.
And congratulations to AJ Beeson again with reserve champion home raised market goat. We'll now bring out our purchased market show class 1, purchased market show class 1. We have Addie Leiden, Natalie True, Jillian Heim, and Addie Leiden.
They need to keep... I don't think they're doing... Yeah, they're going to wait till...
Yeah, we'll wait till the end because it's so short. I'm just saying the names.
Thank
as I
you.
know some that
Thank
they
you.
different.
Danny couldn't find the nacho cheese. Danny, it was right next to the crock pot. They're so no, not the cans, the bags. Go in They ordered the bags, but they couldn't find them, so they took the cheese machines back down to the other.
All right, again, this is our first class of purchase market goats, show class 1. If you're following along in the program, we have 4 exhibitors, or 3 exhibitors, 4 goats in this class.
All right, so interesting class coming out. I think for me the starting point is right here with this young lady's weather. I know that he was giving her fits all over the place, but I think what really did it for me is when they first started that walk over here, the way that how high-headed he was and the ring presence he had as he went around. There's no doubt he's got the most muscle in this class for sure. He handles really well. He's really fresh right now. He's working a lot of muscle dimension all the way down through that lower leg and stifle. I really appreciate that about him. And when he really cooperates, he looks the part. He's really stout-featured. I really like that about him. I like that goat a great deal. We moved to second. Second and third is where I had the most difficulty at. If you really look at it, the young man's weather that he brings out is one that is the most fault-free. It definitely has some muscle and definition. I wish he had a little more rib in him today, but I think he's just a little bit further behind in where he's at and how he's going to finish. I think this one still has a lot of bright future in him, and I really appreciate that. The young man exhibits him rather well. The one that lands in third here is maybe cut a little more closer to the cloth of what we saw in our class champion. Problem is this one likes to break just a little bit behind its shoulder. When it gets kind of bunched up a little bit, we'd like to kind of lengthen that one out, make it maybe just a little bit longer bodied as it's presented. One that's nice and stout. There's some good features on this goat. One that's handling pretty well today as well. We just like to correct just a few things about it to move it up any further. Then the young lady brought out a goat here, one that is good in his own right, maybe just a little quick maturing today. One that has a little extra finish on it in where it is today as far as handling wise. One that's just a little bit looser hided, one that's just got a little extra finish over the top, and one that we just like to correct its structure and lay that spine in just a little bit more so it's a little bit stronger in its top line. But thank you so much for bringing her out. Congratulations to all those exhibitors.
Congratulations, fourth place and a blue to Natalie True, third place and a blue, or third place and a purple to Jillian Heim, second place and a purple to 1988 to Adelia Leiden, and first place in a purple, goat 1987, Adelia Leiden. We'll bring out our next class. Adelia Leiden, goat 1986, Chloe Bruce, 8068, and Natalie True, 8690. Sorry if I'm in your way, guys.
Good job that I'm highly entertained and I used to wrestle for goats. I know I used to do that.
But even if you work with them, it's hard. Even if you work with them and it's nice out, they get out here and they act bad. Well, you know where they're like about that situation. I'm just saying, they said some stuff because the ones that work with them,
going to leave them just how they stand here. Young lady brings out one that, man, when it walked in, how wide constructed that one is just amazing. It's just a freight train. It's a powerful one, and you get your hands on it, and it does not disappoint. That's what I like. It really kind of transitions really well from blade all the way to hip. It's got a powerful set of legs. It's not the most stoutest one we've seen today, but it is one that is put well together, and that's a pretty exciting one to get you up and get you ready to go, get you fired up. The one that comes in second, this one's not short of muscle either, one that's got a big old groove running down its back. It's just not quite as wide constructed as our champion today. One that maybe we could shorten up a little bit from chest to chine, but that's picking on him quite a bit. That one's got a big old groove running down his back, good muscle all the way through that back leg. You can really appreciate about this one. We just like to pull him apart a little bit more in order to compete with that class champion. One that comes in third here, young lady's doing a nice job with it. One that's a really smooth made one that's looks really good on a profile, good muscle down through that lower leg. We just need to open him up and give him more muscle up top in order to move up any higher today. Congratulations to all those exhibitors.
Congratulations again, Natalie True, third place in the blue, second place to Adelia Leiden with the purple, and first place to Chloe Bruce with the purple. This brings us to our class 3, last class of purchase market goats. We have 3 exhibitors in this class, Dalton True, Delaney True, and Garrett True.
As we get in here to this third class, I think a good place to start is with the young man's weather up front here. One that ties together the best out of all of them. It's the most fault-free one. It's the one that transitions really well all the way from blade back to hip. One that doesn't have an impressive amount of muscle, but has good product over the top of him. One that's at a good finishing stage right now. One that's wide-chested, one that transitions through that shoulder the best of the three out here. So thank you for bringing them out here. Next, I'm going to go to the black goat here that the young man brought in. One that does have some product and spread up top, maybe a little more athletic looking compared to the one in third here. One that we would like to just pull apart a little bit more and have a little more seamless transition as we get back into that hip. And that's where the one here in third, I think not quite as much spread up top as comparison to the ones up in 1 and 2, but just likes to break just a little bit in that loin to hip junction right there. And we'd like to fix that about that one to move up any higher. Congratulations to these exhibitors.
Ribbons.
All purples to that class. Garrett True, first place, second place Dalton True, and third place to Delaney True. We'll now bring out our champions from the first two classes for our championship drive. We have Addie Lyden with 1987 and Chloe Bruce with 8068. Our champion purchase market goat will receive an award sponsored by Axel and Betty Larson.
As we look at our champion drive here for the purchase side of things, we start with that first class one, that was just super athletic weather. One of the stoutest made ones we've seen here today. We appreciate that about him. I mean, he's really good on that walk when we get him going. Maybe we could change him just a little bit back there, right over his blade, maybe shorten that up just a little bit, and maybe just pull him apart just a little bit more. Once again, I think that guy's got a pretty bright future going forward. He's probably just a little bit lighter here today, and as he goes forward, I think he's going to do rather well. We've got the one that came out of the third class here in the middle. One, once again, we said just ties together pretty well, nice and smooth made. One that we'd probably like to just like to change a little bit up there in that front chest, trim that up a little bit, maybe give it a shot of power there in that rear leg. And then we follow up that one that got first place in that second class, and we talked about him in class, a pretty amazing goat here. One that's wide built, great handle, best handle of the day out here, one that's put together real well. Is he the stoutest featured one? No, but if we look past that, it's one that is really good. So I'm going to go out here, select your champion. We'll bring in your second from that class from the winner, and then we'll figure out who our reserve is.
Congratulations, Chloe Bruce. Champion purchased market goat. Our judge will now select reserve.
So like the one that came in second in that second class, one that's a powerful one in his own right, one that maybe be just a little bit opened up in his shoulder, but one that you enjoy that big, thick forearm that he has and the amount of power that he carries down that top line and in through that lower leg. That's going to be your reserve.
Congratulations, Addie Leiden. Reserve. Then do we need to bring, so now we need champion, and reserve champion both, that would be out of home race and purchase.
Yes.
Okay, we need our home race champions and our purchase champions back out here. Home race champions and purchase champions back out here, please, for grand champion market goat and reserve grand champion market goat. Grand champion market goat will receive an award sponsored by Iowa Meat and Goat Association. Reserve grand champion market goat will receive an award sponsored by Doble Refrigeration.
So we bring out the home race and the purchase together here for our champion. I'd just like to go over them just real quick again. Once again, the young man that came out of the home race here, one that really surprised you. Get your hands up on that thing, and it's a fresh touching one, good heighted. You really appreciate that about him. Maybe we could change some things up front about him just a little bit with that chest and try to improve that chest cavity up front. In comparison to our champion out of the other division, but one that is definitely has the muscle, doing some great things there as he raised this one on his own. The one that came out of the purchase division, like you said, this one is just wide constructed, heavy muscled. You really appreciate that about that goat, and once again, maybe not the biggest featured one, doesn't have maybe all the extras, bells and whistles that you might be looking for out there in the show world. But one that is just a powerful one. You can't deny that one, and she's going to be your champion. Yep. As we bring in the one here that was reserved in the purchase one, once again, one that has a lot of muscle down through that lower leg and one that's really correcting that skeleton as you look how that neck lines up down through that shoulder and leg. I really appreciate about him, and that's going to be your reserve.
Thank you.
Really nice, though. It's a really nice note.
Senior showman to the ring. Senior showman, when you get a chance. Actually, let's take about a 5-minute break, and so if people want to take their goats back, we'll do rate of gain during that time, and then we'll start showmanship.
What?
These are some of the shortest shows ever.
What?
I said these are some of the shortest shows ever. It's nice.
Kidding.
After rate again, we will start with senior showman. So make your way back as soon as your goats are put away with your senior showman goats. Little goat poop out there.
At least this is lasting longer than sheep.
Huh?
Longer than sheep.
Yeah, it's not bad though.
What?
Is it longer than sheep?
Yeah.
Because what was sheep, an hour and a half?
An hour and 15. Very nice. She's good with the kids.
Yeah, I was just getting ready.
He's a FMH.
Does make sense.
Think we're good? That was good enough 5 minutes? Okay. You let me know.
We'll be taking pictures with all award sponsors immediately after the show is over in the picture area. Thank you again for your sponsorship and your awards.
He went to San Antonio. One of his best friends is leaving for the military, and this was the only week that it would work for all of them. And I mean, he hated it, but it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? What's matter?
Okay, let's go ahead and start with rate of gain. Rate of gain.
I was ready. Sorry.
All right, 10th place to Cord Nipper with a point 0.3 with entry number 422. 9th place to Addie Leiden with a 0.32, entry 386. 8th place to Garrett True with a gain of 0.36, entry number 370. 7th place to Natalie True, 0.39 with the entry number 372. 6th place to Delaney True, with a rate of 0.44, entry number 690. Fifth place to AJ Beeson with a rate of 0.47 with entry number 373. Fourth place to AJ Beeson with a rate of 0.5, entry number 263. Third place to AJ Beeson with a rate of 0.51, entry number 374. Second place to Dalton True with a gain of 0.52, entry number 667. And first place to Tyler Beeson with a rate of gain of 0.62, entry number 377. Congratulations to all of you. Please, seniors, make your way to the ring for showmanship. Seniors, make your way to the ring for showmanship.
Just in time, right? Okay, before we really get competitive here, we're going to do a little thing. If you were here this morning for the show, I like doing this with all senior showmen, whether we're doing goats or sheep, it doesn't matter to me. I think this is really a special time as being a senior member in 4-H or FFA, and a chance for you to, maybe the last chance that you ever show. I don't know your ages, but I really like to give you guys a chance to have the microphone. What I want you guys to do is I want you to introduce yourself, maybe tell us who your parents are, and then anybody you want to thank that got you here today or that's helped you out in your career, okay? So I'll take your goat while you take the mic, and we'll just work down the line. So you guys just relax right now. Don't worry about anything. Just stand there, take it all in, and we'll start right here.
Hello. My name is Cord Nippert. My parents are Dawn and Chris Nippert. My dad's the sheep superintendent, and my mom is the chicken and rabbit superintendent. And without them, I probably would not be showing as much, or if at all, at the fair. I'd like to thank them for all they've done.
Great. Good job. Speak right up into the mic.
Yep. Hi, I'm Chloe Bruce. I'm about to be a senior at Red Oak High School. I'm exhibiting under the Senate Panthers 4-H Club and Red Oak FFA. I'd like to thank my parents, Scott and Jennifer Bruce, and my fan club that's here all week. They're a little... And really everybody that just exhibits in Montgomery County. It's really special that we treat each other like family and have a good time showing livestock. Thank you.
My name's Addie Leiden, and my parents are Jen and Joe Leiden. I would like to thank my dad for helping me and building new goat pens and expanding and just everything he's helped me with.
Good job. You wanted the mic too.
My name is Natalie True. My parents are Kevin and Holly True. And I'd like to thank my family, my mom, dad, and my cousins for helping me with my animals.
My name's Delaney True. My parents are Chris and Stacy True, and I want to thank my family for helping me and supporting me through this.
My name is Grace Nippert, and my parents are Donald and Chris Nippert. Like Cord said, Dad is the sheep superintendent, and Mom is the rabbit and chicken superintendent. They've both helped me a lot, but my sister has also helped me. She cheers me on from the sidelines in her college.
Hi, my name is Madison Doyle, and my parents are Shane and Melody Rollins. I just graduated from Red Oak High School, so this is my last year showing. I'd like to thank the Barrett family for all their help and support throughout this year, and I'd like to thank my family as well. They've been there for me for all these 9 years, so it's been fun. Thank you.
So I've been doing that for a few years now. I saw somebody else do it, and I thought it's amazing. Okay, you never know what you're going to get. And number one, we've got a lot of seniors here, which is amazing. Sometimes you get tears, sometimes you get laughter, but the most part is I'm really appreciative that all you seniors came out here. You know, 4-H and FFA is a huge thing. For those of you that don't know me, I'm an FFA advisor. My wife is a 4-H club leader. So obviously it plays a huge part in our lives as all three of our kids are involved in those programs. And I can't think of a better program for them to be in and to show livestock at a fair and teach them lifelong lessons about working through diversity and all the things that come up because we know livestock, they're not the same from day to day and things change. And we have to adapt and overcome. And 4-H and FFA gives us the opportunities to learn lots of different life skills. So thank you to all the parents, thank you to the leaders, the FFA advisors, everybody that puts this fair on for these exhibitors to be here to showcase their talents. It takes a lot of people for this to happen, and I want to personally thank you all for coming out here today and supporting all these kids. So that being said, let's get back to our competition. Let's get a little competitive. Let's have some fun. Just a few things I want to just quick tell you guys as seniors. You guys do have a responsibility here, okay? Besides being here in the show ring, and that's to help all the younger exhibitors, all right? You have had a lot of years of experience. I hope there's been a lot of people that have helped you out, that have taught you, and you've learned new skills, and your responsibility is to pass those skills and that knowledge down to the younger generations. It's always about making things better, right? Making it better than what we started at and making sure that there is a bright future ahead of us. And I can't think of a brighter future than these seniors that we're looking at right now, because they're going to become our future community leaders. They're going to go out and do wonderful things in this world. And I don't know about you, but I can't wait to see it. And I'm so proud of them to be out here today. So let's get a little competitive, and here we go.
And I mean, what's also nice is when you get that many kids out. Which I still think is a really good percentage. Do you have anybody racing tonight?
No. I actually have a girls' night planned.
Oh, good for you.
We watch the show Sweet Magnolias. There's another season starts tonight, so we made it margarita night. So
Good for you.
4 of us are getting together, And I said, we're washing the pigs before that, and I'm going home. Grandma's going home. So we got him out here last night in the ring, which was really good, especially for Harper. Well, neither one of them have ever done pigs before, so they'll both be beginner showmen for pigs.
Mm-hmm. Do they all?
I think Harper's more nervous after she got in the ring than she was before.
She'll be okay.
No, she will. She'll be fine. I said, you were in here yesterday with chickens. You're okay.
Is she a fourth grader then?
Yes, she'll be okay.
She's a cutie.
Yeah. And she'll have Caitlin teach her this coming year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See, Maven was in Caitlin's class the first year. She was in Stanton, and then now next year will be her third year, and she'll have Harper. So
funny.
yeah, well, it's just when you have your.
Are they still looking for
relatives.
a kindergarten teacher?
No, Lisa Smith is going to do half the class. They're splitting them, and then that Janelle Fry that was assistant at the preschool. She was at East Mills for years, and then she was an assistant at our preschool over there, and then now she's going to take the kindergarten class. I pray it goes well.
They tell me I can only pick one. And it's a hard decision when you're looking at so many senior showmen. Obviously, being seniors, it shows a little bit because you're really attentive. You're getting feet and legs set pretty fast. You're giving me the best look that you can of your animal, and that's really important from a judge to be able to see every angle, no matter where I'm at in the ring, trying to give me the best look that you can. A lot of these showmen are out here multiple times today, so we already got to see them and what they can do with their animals, how well they're fit up, and what they do to give me the best look. So I'm going to go out there. I'll select your champion. I'd like to just real briefly, I'll talk to each one of them just a little bit individually, and we'll get out of here.
Congratulations, champion senior showman Chloe Bruce. Chloe will receive an award sponsored by Rogers Heating and Plumbing. We will have junior intermediate showmen. Please make your way near the ring. We will, as soon as all seniors have exited, we will ask you to enter the ring for junior intermediate showmen. Okay, junior intermediate showman to the ring for junior intermediate showmanship, please.
Oh.
As we look at junior intermediates here, I was just taking time there to talk to each one of them about some things that they could do a little bit different, some things that when they first get in here, what they should do. You know, I talked about getting those feet and legs set first, and we talked about the alignment of those legs and where they should be at. And then especially if we're showing breeding does, we want to make sure that we get that head up really high, and so we can give them a really good look. They look clean fronted, and they look a little bit taller to the point of their shoulder as well when we get that head up high. We talked a little bit about working at home too. A lot of this work for showmanship should happen in the barn at home. And I talked about a starting point, right? Just getting them tied up against something that they can't get their feet up on. And just working with setting their feet over and over and over again. 15, 20 minutes a day. That's all you got to do with them. For about 3 or 4 days, and they'll be a lot better real fast. So just a couple of things that they can do different. I just want to tell them as well, you know, if you really have a passion for showing goats, and you think it's something that maybe you want to get into to raise them, find somebody to work with you, okay? And to start producing your own goats. Now is the time to do that, to learn how to do that, to start purchasing some does, maybe going in on half with some people, some producers that'll work with you, something like that, so you can kind of get your foot in the door. Because if this is something you want to do long term, and maybe as you grow up you want to raise some goats, you can do that. Because if you wait too long and you don't pick up enough skills, you don't build that network of people around you, and by the time you have your own kids, it's going to be a little too late. So now is the time to start doing those types of things. And once again, talk to those senior exhibitors. They've been here for years. They've got lots of skills and knowledge to pass on to you. So ask them questions, how they do different things, how do they fit their goats, those types of things. So they're doing a really great job. I'll go out here, I'll select your champion showman, and we'll keep moving on.
Congratulations to AJ Beeson, awarded our Junior Intermediate Showman of the 2023 Montgomery County Goat Show. AJ will receive an award sponsored by Clarios. We will now bring in our beginner showman. Beginner showman to the ring.
I think we have one. One kiddo.
If our junior, intermediate, and senior showman can stand by for overall. As soon as our beginner showman is judged, we will move on.
Practice laps are at 6:15 or 6:30, and the race starts at 7:30. He thinks it'll go till midnight. I might go home and take a nap. Yeah, but at least it'll be a little cooler at 7:30. It's going to be a nice night for it. But, yeah, I'm like, what am I doing right now? Professional guy build the track.
It looks so good.
Oh, it's so safe because like years and years ago they were saying that it's not safe to race because the curves weren't the right angles or whatever. And so then Mark Confer kind of runs it, and so he was like, well, how about you show up for one. Whoa, fire me.
So it's just talking with our beginner showman here a little bit. He's doing a lot of good things to start off right away. And I told him, honestly, that thing walked in here, and you can tell that he's been worked with at home because that thing walks with him just like they're twins, right together, hip to hip, or hip to shoulder, I should say, and they just walk right in like there's nothing. It's as easy can be. And we just talked about setting those feet and legs, and I said, well, somebody must be helping you at home. They're doing a really good job of teaching you the basics. And he said, yeah, that's my mom. So he's doing a really good job. A good smile. I just told him, just keep working at it, and you'll get better and better. So congratulations to our beginner showman.
Congratulations, Caden Brousseau, winning beginner showman, well deserved. So let's keep Caden out here and then bring out our junior, intermediate, and senior showman. We'll do our last judging of the day for overall showmanship, and that will conclude the 2023 Montgomery County Fair Goat Show.
So we've seen them all out here today multiple times. and we've talked through them in their showmanship classes before. I just want to give a thanks out to, once again, the Fair Board, the Extension, everybody in the Extension office, the Extension Council, everybody involved in putting on this fair, FFA leaders, FFA advisors and club leaders, and especially to the exhibitors. It's been a fun day. I love the weather. This has been excellent today. I'll go out here and show you your champion showman, and we'll move on from there. But thank you so much for having me down today. I appreciate it. Everybody was great to work with.
And one last round of applause for Ben Booth from Manning, Iowa. Thank you so much for everything you've done for the last hours. Congratulations to Chloe Bruce, overall showman. And again, our judge coming from Manning, Iowa, coming and judging sheep and goats. We appreciate everybody. Thank you to the Extension Office. Thank you to KCSI for audio streaming. Everybody have a great afternoon.